You just told yourself you'd start in 5 minutes, and now it's been 2 hours. You feel guilty, lazy, broken. But here's the truth. Procrastination is not laziness. It's your brain trying to protect you from discomfort. And that discomfort has a name: fear. Your brain would rather you do nothing than risk feeling shame. So it tricks you into distraction to feel safe. This is not weakness. It's biology. And science calls this the mood repair hypothesis. Your brain repairs bad feelings by escaping the task. Now pause for 2 seconds. Think of a task you're avoiding right now. Got it? What emotion comes up when you imagine doing it? That's your real enemy. Not laziness, not time, fear. And 3 cognitive traps keep you stuck. Trap number 1, temporal discounting. Your brain values immediate relief, way more than future reward. So you choose comfort now and pay later. Trap number 2, the planning fallacy. You believe this task will take less time and effort than it really will. So you delay starting because it feels easy. Trap number 3, the perfectionism trap. You think, if I can't do it perfectly, why start at all? But perfection is a prison, not a standard. Now here's how to break free. Step 1, name the fear. Step 2, the 2-minute rule. Tell yourself, I'll just do 2 minutes, then I can stop. Because starting is the hardest part, not continuing. Step 3, redefine success. Your goal isn't to be flawless, it's to be finished. Try this now. Pick one tiny part of your avoided task. Do it in the next 10 minutes. Not perfectly, just do it. Because action dissolves fear, not the other way around. Your brain will resist. That's normal. But each time you act, you rewire your brain. You're not lazy. You're human. And humans can learn to move with fear, not wait for it to leave. Because courage isn't the absence of fear. It's choosing what matters over what feels safe. Your turn. Name your fear. Set a 2-minute timer. Start ugly. And watch how your brain begins to trust you again. Because you're not broken. You're learning. Stay kind to yourself. Stay aware. And remember, procrastination is not your identity. It's a habit. And habits can change. If this helped, tap like. It tells YouTube this matters. Subscribe for more science-backed ways to work with your brain, not against it. Let's look at what's really happening in your brain. When you face a task that feels threatening, your amygdala screams, danger. Even if the danger is just an email or a blank page, your prefrontal cortex, the planner, tries to say, it's fine, just start. But the emotional brain is louder and faster, so you scroll, you clean, you watch one more video, anything to quiet the alarm. But here's the hidden truth. Procrastination gives you something. It gives you temporary peace at a high cost. And your brain keeps choosing it because it can't feel the future pain. This is temporal discounting in action. Your brain discounts future consequences like they don't matter, but they do. And you pay the price later. Now try this. Visualize your future self, not as a stranger, but as someone you care about. Ask, what would I tell them to do right now? Because protecting your future self is the ultimate act of self-care. Here's your second tool, the Future Self Journal. Every evening, write one sentence to your tomorrow self, or I'm proud of you for not waiting for perfect. This builds trust between your present and future selves, and trust reduces fear. Another trap, the I'll do it when I feel ready myth. But you'll never feel ready. Action comes first. Motivation follows. Your brain doesn't give you motivation to start. It gives it to you after you start. So stop waiting. Start messy. Because done is data. Perfect is fantasy, and data helps you improve. Fantasy just paralyzes you. Your turn. What's one ugly start you can make today? Pick it. Set a timer and begin before your brain talks you out of it, because the moment you act, you break the spell. You prove to your brain, I am safe, I can handle this. And each time you do this, you build a new neural pathway, one that says, I don't need to escape, I can face it. This is how you rewire procrastination into courage, not overnight, but one ugly start at a time. Be patient with yourself. Progress isn't linear. Some days you'll still scroll, and that's okay. What matters is returning, because every return is a victory. You're not failing, you're practicing, and practice builds mastery, even over fear. Your brain is learning. Discomfort is not danger. It's the price of doing meaningful work, and you're worth that price. So next time you feel the urge to delay, whisper to yourself, this is fear, not truth. Then take one tiny step in the direction of what matters. Because courage isn't loud, it's quiet and consistent, and it's already inside you. Procrastination isn't just personal, it's cultural. We live in a world that glorifies busyness, but shames imperfection. So you delay because you're afraid your work won't measure up. But here's the secret, no one expects perfection, except you. Perfectionism isn't high standards, it's fear in disguise, and it paralyzes you while pretending to protect your reputation. But unfinished work has no reputation at all. Only finished work gets to exist in the world. So ask yourself, what's more important, being flawless or being present? Because the world needs your voice, not your perfection. Now pause for 3 seconds. Think of a project you've delayed because it wasn't ready. Who are you really protecting it from? Others or yourself? Because the harshest critic is always inside, but you can silence that voice with action. Here's your third tool, the launch ritual. Before any important task, do 3 things. 1, drink a sip of water. It grounds your body. 2, take 1 slow breath. It quiets the alarm. 3, set a 2-minute timer. It tricks your brain into starting. This ritual signals we're safe, let's begin. And it works, because it bypasses the fear. Your brain can't argue with water, breath, and 2 minutes. So you start before the resistance builds. This is how you outsmart procrastination, with kindness. Not force, not shame, but gentle consistency. Because shame closes doors, kindness opens them, and behind that door is your work waiting to be born. Your turn. Design your own launch ritual. Keep it simple, keep it kind, and use it every time. Because consistency builds trust with yourself, and trust dissolves fear over time. You're not broken. You're learning to be human in a digital age. And that's enough. Your worth isn't tied to your output, it's tied to your courage to try again and again. So be gentle with yourself today. Start small. Start ugly. Just start. Because the world needs what only you can create, not perfect, just yours. And that's more than enough. Stay kind, stay present. And remember, action is the antidote to fear, not someday, not when you're ready. Now. Because the best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is now. Your future self is watching and cheering you on. So take that step, start ugly, and trust that it's enough. Let's recap what we've learned. Procrastination is your brain's attempt to protect you from discomfort, but protection becomes prison when it stops you from living. The way out isn't willpower, it's self-compassion. And 3 simple tools. Tool 1, name the fear behind the delay. Tool 2, commit to just 2 minutes. Tool 3, build a kind launch ritual. Use them together, and you'll rewire your brain. Because neuroscience shows you can change at any age. Your brain is not fixed. It's plastic. It's learning, And every time you choose action over avoidance, you teach it something new. You teach it, discomfort is not danger, it's growth. Now your daily practice. Every morning write one sentence. Today I will start one thing before I feel ready. Every evening write one sentence. Today I started Moatao. It didn't need to be perfect. This builds a new identity, not procrastinator, but someone who begins. And identity shapes behavior more than willpower ever could. So protect this new identity like your peace depends on it, because it does. Now imagine a life where you start before you're ready, where done matters more than perfect, where your voice is heard, because you sent the draft. That life is possible. Starting today, your turn. Name your fear, set your timer, begin ugly, and trust that it's enough, because you are enough. Stay kind to yourself, stay present, and remember, courage is not the absence of fear. It's choosing what matters over what feels safe. If this resonated, tap like. It helps others find this too. Subscribe for more science-backed ways to work with your brain, not against it, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next mental trap your brain sets for you. Because awareness is the first step out of the trap. Stay aware, stay kind, and never stop beginning. This is Mind OS, where psychology meets clarity. Thank you for watching. Go start something today, even if it's ugly, especially if it's ugly. Your future self is waiting. Be kind to them, be kind to you, and begin.